Welcome back, everybody. Today we will utilize our JC video system to explain the role of the hands in the golf swing. There are two main concepts to understand. Number one, you hold your club with your hands, but you do not move it with your hands. Number two, your body is a slave to your hands. The most common phrases we hear are "I'm trying to release the club with my hands," "I'm trying to roll my wrist," or we hear people talk about players who have good hands or good timing with their hands. However, the problem with these are that people are using their hands too much and their body too little or improperly. That is why the pivot was one of the first concepts that we covered. The hands are, however, very important and are directly related to the body movement. It all begins with the grip. If you get the grip correct, you'll have a chance. Then from there, you need to make sure your hands stay in front of your turn or stay connected, as you often hear. Let's take a look at some examples.
Let's begin with one of our students. He's a good player, but what's keeping him from being a great player is how his hands work through the golf ball in combination with his pivot. You'll notice that his chest begins to lean back, and at impact and just after impact, you'll notice that his left wrist is bent and his right wrist is flat. This is the opposite of what really great players do. Let's take a look at Tiger Woods. You'll notice that from the top of the backswing with Tiger, as he starts down through the ball, his lower body will rotate, his left wrist will stay flat, his right wrist will stay bent, and he will continue to rotate through the golf ball. This is what allows the club to release, as we often hear. There really is no release, there's just a body turn and the left wrist staying flat. Taking an even closer look, we'll look at Rory McIlroy. Starting down from the top of his swing, you'll notice that he also rotates his lower body, just as we talked about a couple weeks ago, and his left wrist will stay flat and it will roll but will not bend as he goes through the ball. In conjunction with this, his body will continue to rotate, thus hitting good, solid, consistent shots. Combine these concepts with the pivot drill and this will begin to take your game to the next level. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to next week's Misconception number 5, Distance.